Welcome. I will invite you to experience the COVID-19 data sonification soundtrack. This sonification is made by Elena Peng using two-tone, and the data source is taken from NYC Open Data. This soundtrack analyzes the death and hospitalized rate in NYC. In the following soundtrack, you will hear 5 different instruments. Each individually represents a category of the dataset. You will hear piano representing the daily hospitalized rate. Then you will hear marimba, which represents the daily death percentage. The daily confirmed cases is played by a church organ. Then we will have trumpet to represent the daily hospitalized count. Lastly, the daily death count is represented by the double bass. Here is how they sound like adding up. Piano, marimba, church organ, trumpet, double bass. Let's rewind to February 29, 2020, when the first COVID patient is confirmed in New York. You will soon hear a rise of church organ, trumpet, and double bass because in the first 2 months of the outbreak, the number of confirmed cases, hospitalized, and death count were exponentially increasing. Later, you will hear a high pitch of church organ that represents the date of April 6. The highest daily death count was on April 6. 575 patients died from COVID-19, and another 224 patients were suspected dying from COVID. April 6 was also the highest confirmed cases day. 6,353 patients were confirmed having COVID. Focusing on marimba sound, you will hear a high pitch on April 26. The highest death rate in NYC was on April 26, having 29% of the patients die from COVID. Overall, the hospitalized rate wasn't that high. On average, only 19.9% of the confirmed patients were hospitalized. During March and April, a significantly larger percentage of patients were hospitalized compared with the hospitalized percentage later in the year. On average, the death rate in NYC is around 7% in the year of 2020. What you're hearing right now is data in summer, when COVID situation is in rather stable phase. That is why you don't hear much changes in pitch. Overall, the peaks mostly occurs between March and April, and the numbers started to decline. Around the end of October, the numbers started to increase again. That was the second wave of COVID in NYC. Even though there was a second wave during November and December, the hospitalized rate wasn't as high as it was during March and April. The death rate was also lower in November and December. Now the soundtrack is entering October. You will hear a slow rise in church organ, meaning the confirmed cases is increasing. Fortunately, the death rate didn't increase along with the increased confirmed cases. This sonification is made for Data Visualization Story class. 2021 Spring Final. That is all the data sonification from 2020. Thank you for listening.